All right, we are live, Kieran here, and you know what? This is the first session like this that I've ever done, like ever. It's going to be an exciting one, and I'm going to try and not take too long in this intro and get straight into it. Before we do, though, could you just type a yes in the chat box if you can hear me? This is, a little new to me. This is the first time I've done one of these Zoom webinar type things, and also we're using a different software to stream into Zoom, and, I literally don't do these type of sessions. So cool, I can see everyone typing in the chat, so that looks good. So yeah, I literally never do special guest trainings like this, but today I had to make an exception for a couple of reasons. Number one, because I've known this guy for over a decade. He's one of my original mentors in the space, but also because I kind of need to share this information with you before it becomes common knowledge in our industry. So, as I was saying, I regularly do training videos for you guys in the Aminos community. I'm obviously super active with all the different businesses that I'm in, from Aminos to the agencies I'm involved with, etc., etc. But one thing I've never ever done is a session like this, a session where I bring on a special guest speaker, I pass them the mic, and, actually I never even intended to, because honestly I think that with Aminos, you essentially have everything that you need within that ecosystem to profit. But the truth is that there is something coming, something big on the horizon, something that's been brewing these last 18 months, the last 12 months especially. It involves Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, Facebook, and if you market online, then well, it involves you as well. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. This is very important, and it will take a minute to explain, so just bear with me here. Let me give you a little bit of background. So many of you guys know I'm in a lot of different masterminds. I'm in all these groups, whether that be, in-person masterminds, like I said, Skype groups, Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups. But there's one group that I'm super active with. It's actually on Telegram. It's a group that I always check on. It's an AI-focused group, and it's actually filled with some of my oldest business partners in the game. So they're a pretty interesting mix. Some of them do e-commerce, some of them have physical brands, some of them do, mainly digital product information products, some of them have digital product empires even, some are crypto traders. They're all very, very successful entrepreneurs, but there's this one guy, and all he does these days is AI. That is literally all he does. He's been doing AI from before ChatGPT was even a thing, and then when ChatGPT did drop, he was one of the first to jump on board. And around March of last year, when GPT-4 came out, he immediately began talking about one thing and one thing only, and that thing is AI agents. Now, if you've not heard about agents, it's basically an autonomous AI bot that handles any kind of complex tasks, in our case, complex marketing tasks. And it does all the things that we need to do to make money, essentially. Now, this guy, I'm going to introduce you to him in a moment. He's a super successful marketer. He's got 15 years of experience on all these different sites like ClickBank. ClickBank is one of the world's biggest affiliate networks. Google, YouTube, JVZoo, all these like affiliate networks. He's an old school marketer. He's a veteran in the game. But last March, he just starts talking about AI agents nonstop. It's all he talks about: agents, agents, agents. At the same time, I'm busy, so I'm focused on Aminos. That is my number one focus right now. But every so often, he pipes up and he gives me an earnings update, and every month the numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger. And then finally, in November of last year, on the 1 year anniversary of ChatGPT, he stealth releases his first couple of agents to a few people, and one of them was me. And these things are insane. It automates all these different tasks. It basically lets my friend retire because he's got this whole stack of these agents that I didn't at that time have access to, but I believe he's going to show them with you today. And while he essentially retired, his bottom line actually increased. And like I just hinted at, this was only the beginning, because just last month I went to lunch with a few of the old marketers from back in the day, and guess what? He was there. And so here we are, we're sat together in this Brazilian restaurant in Manchester in the UK, and he starts telling me about all the stuff that his agents can do, and it's just insane. So I wouldn't have believed it, except he pulled out his iPhone there and then he showed me. And I was like, dude, we need to get you on a call for the Aminos users. This would be perfect. It's like, I don't bring in any guests because they're always tending to show some different thing that's unrelated to what we're doing, but this is AI, this is what we do. But then, things caught up, and also something else happens in May. Because at the same time as all this going on, in May and June of this year, all of the big tech companies announced their own AI agents. First, in May 2024, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Google announced them. And in June, even Apple does it. And that's kind of a tipping point for me, where I was like, wow, I can see that this thing, these agents, they're about to go mainstream. And I owe it to you guys, my members, to share this with you guys before it blows up and while they're still so new and powerful. So here we are. A bit of a long-winded intro there, I know, but this is all just a teaser, so don't worry. This session is going to explain everything, because I'm convinced, and but the likes of Microsoft, Google, Apple, OpenAI are also convinced, and my friend is definitely convinced, that these AI agents are the future of the world. They're automating all the complex marketing tasks, all the things that make us money, and this will all be clear as soon as I bring my special guest on. Now, my guest today is a guy called Chris. Chris is someone I've known for over a decade now, and we've made hundreds of thousands of dollars together over that time, from way before ChatGPT was even a thing, and this information that he's about to share with you is coming out next year. I'm talking middle of 2025, because as I say, all of the big tech giants are now starting to get in on this agent thing. OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Apple. And so for this, the first training session like this that I've ever done, I wanted him to come on the call and show us what the future of marketing is all about and what these AI agents can actually do right now, essentially a full 18 months early. So that way you guys can see and get all the latest tech, the exact tech that Microsoft, OpenAI, Apple, and Google just teased, and use it to automate things that grow our business today, like today, because yes, this is getting real, bankable results today. This is the future of online marketing, of traffic generation, of lead gen, essentially everything that we do in the future, an agent is going to be able to do. And for a lot of these tasks, the future is actually here today. So trust me, we are going to hear a lot more about these AI agents in the second half of this year, which we're already entering right now. But just remember that you heard it here first. And you saw it here first, because I'd love for you guys to see a real AI agent in action on this Zoom. How does that sound? So before Microsoft, before Google, before OpenAI, before Apple, before any of your competition, I'd love for you to use these to scale and automate your business too. Because I've just started playing with these myself as well, and I'm super excited about the possibilities here. And I also want this to be the beginning, a new beginning where you make more money with more agents more easily. Imagine automating your business by simply deploying more agents. It's crazy. So look, this is not just another ChatGPT webinar. This is not some guy making loads of money. This is something I guarantee you've not seen before. So let's essentially dive in. So like I say, this webinar is going to be hosted by a guy called Chris, a very old friend of mine. Chris is a ClickBank Platinum affiliate and vendor. I've got a little list of his recent achievements on here. He makes millions of dollars with sites like ClickBank. He spends all of his time literally just making money. Chris's biggest months are happening today in the summer of 2024. But here's the thing, Chris retired in 2023. Let me just read out some of the highlights from the last quarter here. So Chris won dozens of affiliate contests, but he didn't build any campaigns. He sent tens of thousands of clicks through over a dozen affiliate links, but he didn't drive any traffic. He launched products, wrote sales pages, made animated videos, got free buyer traffic from Google and YouTube, created over 100 e-covers, wrote PDFs, deployed chatbots, made hundreds of thousands of ClickBank and all these other affiliate networks, but he didn't do any of it because in the summer of 2024, Chris has handed the management of his business to an AI agent. An AI agent that Chris talks to, these days mostly using his voice, an AI agent that controls all the other agents, an agent that Chris calls Agent X. And despite all of this, Chris's income actually keeps going up. So I can barely get my head around this myself, but it really is the reality of things and the way things are heading. I know it sounds like something from 2035, but Google, Apple, and Microsoft are now beginning to look at this too. And Chris is convinced that this is going to be the norm by 2025. So as crazy as what you're about to see is, this will be normal within a year to 18 months max. So keep that in mind. All right, at the start of this presentation, I said that this was a new way to make money, and hopefully you're starting to see how new this really is. This is brand new technology. So throw a 1 in the chat box right now. I think it's set up as a Q&A box or whatever it is, but just throw a 1 in the chat if you're looking at the results you got in the first half of the year. And now today, in July 2024, you want to 20 times those results while doing a tenth of the work. And actually throw another 1, type another 1 in the chat if you specifically want to profit by having up to 20,000 AI bots do all of that work for you. How crazy would that be? All of that marketing tedium that distracts us from our core business, from growing, from getting the results we want and need. That's exactly why I'm investing so much time looking at agents right now. Now look, I've already seen this tech. I've seen many of these agents. I've not seen all of them, but I believe you're going to get a demo of many more of these today, literally on this training today. I've seen the quality of the work it does, and I cannot believe that some of this stuff is done by an AI. You know, it's that good. This is really 2025 tech, a full 18 months early. And as I say, I got a sneak peek of some of the latest agents before Microsoft and Google announced their agents and before Apple announced their new Siri in June. And I've got to say, Chris's AI is way more powerful because unlike the others, it's actually here right now, and it's only built for marketers and business owners like us, right? It doesn't order drinks or book flights. It just drives results. It's absolutely nuts. So I can assure you that this is one training I'm going to be watching very closely myself. I'm going to be here tuned in because I love growing my online business, and I love seeing you guys grow your online business too. And the idea of AI doing all this stuff is just incredible to me. So whether you want to scale your business, get traffic, profit as an affiliate, make money with TikTok, ClickBank, YouTube, Google, become a super affiliate, build a list, automate large chunks of your daily agency grind in one move, or maybe just throw in the towel on this whole internet marketing thing and instead give the entire business to a swarm of 20,000 AI bots because he wouldn't want that, right? All right, so I think we're ready to get started, right? So let me see, check everything is looking good here. All right, so without further ado, let me hand over to the man himself, Mr. Chris X. Chris, are you there, buddy?
Yes, Kieran, I'm here. I'm ready to get started.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to mute myself. Thanks again, Chris. I will let you take it from here.
Thank you, Kieran, for the amazing introduction. And thank you to every one of Kieran's customers for being here. And as Kieran mentioned, this webinar is all about AI agents, specifically AI agents that I use to make all my money right now in the summer of 2024. In fact, as we do this training, I have agents literally running my marketing business, making me money and executing on all of the tasks that I need to do, literally in the background. So let's not waste another second. I know you want to see how I'm doing this, how I'm making all this money with these AI agents. I know that you want to do this yourself and make money yourself. And so I'm just going to dive right into the training so that you can start making money with them too. So let me take a moment to get everything set up and then we'll get started. Now, the first time that I did this presentation was all the way back in November 2023, which was actually the 1-year anniversary of ChatGPT. Now, 6 or 7 months isn't that much time in the grand scheme of things, but in terms of AI agents, that's like, 1,000 years, okay? So today I'm going to bring you up to speed on the AI landscape. I'm going to show you how me and my students are making money right now with AI agents. I'm going to break down what the cutting edge of AI agents, hardware technology and money making looks like. And as you can see, if I hit refresh on this presentation, you'll see that we are making more money. We are doing so more quickly, and we have much more powerful agents to actually do all of this. Okay, so it's going to be a complete step change. So let's dive in. Now, there's no way around it. In the last 6 months, we have seen a massive change in some of the underlying technologies that power these AI agents. You probably aren't familiar with them because no one else is really talking about them. But as you can see from the screenshot on the screen, you can probably guess what this particular app does. We are making a lot more money, and the reason we're doing that is because we are changing hardware devices, we're changing the way that we interact with these agents, and in the process we're allowed to do a whole lot more, much more quickly. And we'll go through all of this as we go through the presentation, but trust me, it's going to be a very, very exciting change for you. Now, before we dive in, I do want to point out that this is not like those other presentations you've seen. So I'm sure that you've picked up some AI courses, you've bought some software, you've used ChatGPT, maybe some of the other tools like Midjourney, and you think you have a pretty good handle on what AI is and how to make money with it. But I can assure you, you are barely scratching the surface on what is possible with the current AI agent technology. Okay, so I've been doing this, we're building these agents since March 2023, and today I'm going to break down exactly what I'm up to and bring you up to speed on AI profiteering for the summer of 2024, okay? So please understand that this is an AI world exclusive. This is not like the normal AI. So through 2023, I pushed what I call AI version 1, which is ChatGPT and its ilk, kind of pushed it to its limits. I made over $500,000 with the AI, launched over 10 different software tools, had 10 number ones, did some crazy experiments with AI. And then in the last few weeks of 2023, we launched Agent X version 1, which was the world's first money-making AI. Made a ton of money with it. Our students did too, but it was not enough. And so today we are introducing these version 2 agents, which are like nothing you've ever seen before, okay? And just to give you a kind of side-by-side comparison, here is a screenshot from 2023 of how we build, run, and make money with these agents. You can see that this one basically took around 10 million tokens to run. That's how we train these models. And then once we've trained it, we then run it, as you can see, with these nominal costs. And then on the right is the money that we made. And so these agents are very complicated to build, but once they are built, they are very cheap, very quick, and very easy to actually run, and they make a ton of money. But fast forward to the summer of 2024, and you can see we're still training these models in the same way, as you can see under step 1. But under step 2, you can see that we have a different way of interacting with them. We have some different models that we're calling on, and as you can see on the far right, we are making a lot more money with these models as well. And so my game plan this year is to retire with the money that I'm making with these AI agents And I'm very confident that you're going to see a huge step change in the money that you make and the way that you do it as we go through this presentation. Now, I will of course explain what this latest tech looks like, but just to kind of give you a hint, the first difference here that you'll see is that these agents are mobile. They can be run anywhere, they can be run much more easily, much more quickly, and hence they are much more powerful than the old agents. You can see this guy here kind of chilling with his scruffy, ripped up denim jeans, making all this money while his agents go to work in the background and he is kind of chilling. And the second thing to note about these new agent models is that they are very active. Okay, so previously to launch an agent, deploy one, you would have to log in and instruct the agent. Now we have made some changes so that the agents are now proactive. They will bring you opportunities. They'll sort through the web, find the best opportunities and bring them to you on a platter. Okay. Now we'll take a deep dive into the world of agents as we go through this presentation, but in case you're not familiar, they are a completely new form of technology. They're not training courses whereby I teach you something and then you have to go and do it. They're not software which kind of automates a system or a subset of a money-making system. And they aren't traditional AI models like ChatGPT or Midjourney, where they can't kind of do things. They can only give you some text or some images or whatever it is, and then you have to roll that into a wider system. These agents basically just do what actually makes money. And this is a massive step change in terms of the historical context of money making. If you look at the evolution of profiteering in the time that I've been doing it, which is really the last 15 years, all the way up to 2022, we have the pre-AI era, which is Google and Facebook and YouTube and so on. Then in 2023, ChatGPT appears, but ChatGPT is really just the first version of what's about to come and what has now in the last few weeks started to roll out, which is these AI agents, and which we're going to break down on this presentation. Now, I've probably spent the last 15 or 16 months working on these AI agents, okay? And I remember a conversation in the summer of last year where I told my friends, by the end of this year, I will have the most powerful money-making AI on planet Earth. And of course, they all laughed in my face. But fast forward to November 2023, and guess what? I did indeed build an AI agent that made me as much as $300 in just a few clicks. And by the way, if you notice there, you'll see that we have that desktop icon, which is going to be important. You'll see why the transition away from that is so key to how we use these models. Because by the summer of 2024, I now have an AI that makes me over $4,000, but doesn't do it in clicks. It does it in terms of chats. And you'll notice the mobile icon on the screen. We are now changing devices and in the process, changing how we make money online. But look, here's the bottom line. No matter how we do this, whether we make money on mobile or on desktop, the bottom line is that AI agents is all I'm about at the moment. It's all I'm doing this year. It's all I will be doing next year. And it's something that I believe you should be focused on as well. Now, just to give you a heads up as well, in this presentation, we're going to be making some pretty bold claims, not just in terms of the money that we're making, but also in terms of the actual underlying AI tech itself. Okay, so just to kind of give you some context here on who I am and the reason I'm able to do all of this. I've spent over $5 million. I'm building over 150 software tools over the last few years. I've generated over $20 million in gross revenues with traffic and affiliate marketing and internet marketing. And I also use over 300 software tools and technologies to power my business, which is what I'm now giving my AI agents, and is one of the reasons that I'm able to do all of this. So just understand that as we go through the presentation. And by the way, when I make some crazy claims like this, like $1,000 per second, that is only possible because of two distinct AI gold mines, which I've stumbled on. The first I stumbled onto last year, and the second I have stumbled onto in the last few months of 2024, okay? So it's the coming together of all of these different things that allows us to do what we're about to show you. Now, in the summer of 2024, the elite marketers are already pivoting to this new way of making money with AI. It's much easier, you can make a lot more. And you can see a graph of my income on the left. You can see the old way of doing things in the purple is gradually declining. And the new way of making money with affiliate programs and with these new traffic sources is going up. And you can see around March is this inflection point, which I'll talk about in just a second. But all of this does, of course, beg the question, which is, if everyone's making all this money with AI agents, why haven't I heard a thing about it? Now, you may have heard over the last couple of weeks, a few people begin to talk about it. If you were on my presentation all the way back in November, then at that point, really no one had spoken about AI agents. It was this completely new transformative thing. But as you're about to see, this is now breaking into the mainstream, and it's going to become more and more prevalent and important as we go through 2024. And so let me bring you up to speed on what the cutting edge AI agents of today are, or more accurately, the cutting edge AI agents of the future. So this is a presentation that happened on May 14th, 2024 by OpenAI, the 90 billion owner creator of ChatGPT. And they announced a new model called ChatGPT 4o. The O stands for Omni, and we can now talk to this model, okay? Just like in the movie Her, which you can see Sam Altman tweeted the day before the developers day, the day before the announcement, he tweeted Her, and this is the demo. Now, this one is actually not live yet. You can see that we have this blog post kind of hidden in the small print. Over the coming weeks and months, we'll be working on the technical infrastructure, blah, 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 blah. So while this was a demo with their AI voice assistant, this is the way that they're going. They're heading towards these AI voice models. This one is not live and won't be live for a couple of months. And then what about Google? Well, they had a demo day immediately after the day after OpenAI's one in the middle of May, where they announced Project Astro, which is their universal AI agent, which is dropping later this year. Although, as you can see, this blogger here speculated, probably correctly, that it's going to be coming exclusively to Pixel 9 phones later this fall. So while we are getting these demos, as you can see, none of them are dropping just yet. And then the following week, again, immediately after this, in the middle of May, we have Microsoft announce their Copilot agents, which are AI business assistants. And these are going to be rolling out to Windows 11 later on this year. So you can see all of these big technical companies are doing these AI agents. They are just rolling them out very, very slowly. So this is going to be something that's seeping through into the mainstream as we go through the rest of the year. And then lastly, we have Rabbit AI, a AI agent startup, which is a hardware product you can see on the left here, sold over $20 million of this particular hardware AI agent, and then raised an additional $30 million in VC funding. And this one is apparently, allegedly powered by a large action model which allows you to deploy AI agents mobily. Now, again, I say allegedly because there was a lot of complaints about this one. This is the only one that's actually live at the moment, but a lot of people said that it didn't do what it was supposed to do. But the reason I'm including this one is because it's hardware, and this is something we will definitely return to later on. And so to answer the question of where are all the AI agents, they are starting to roll out, but truth be told, we probably aren't going to get really good AI agents from other people, from everyone else, until later this year. And very likely really good AI agents are going to be coming sometime in 2025. Okay, so they are there, they just aren't out in the public yet. Now, here's the crazy part. Despite these guys all announcing things that will hopefully happen at some point in the future, we actually already have technology which is more powerful than what those guys have announced. So our real technology is actually more powerful than their demo day vaporware. And I know this is insane to think that we already have this huge lead over these tech elites, these tech giants, but it really is true. So please hold me to this as we go through this presentation, okay? And so you can see that there is now this sudden glut in the last few weeks alone of these big tech giants entering the AI agent space. This is only going to catch speed. It's only going to become bigger and bigger as we go through the next few years. Okay, so please, if there is one piece of advice you can take from this presentation, it's do not tune out on AI agents. You run one of two risks. One is you are going to get steamrollered. So if you're trying to make money online and you are not taking advantage of agents, you're going to find it increasingly hard to compete in the online space. And secondly, as well, you don't want to just kind of sleepwalk into 2027. The next 1,000 days or so are going to be absolutely critical. And this transition to AI agents, it literally only happens once in human history, okay? So it's not just about making money, it's about so much more than that. And hopefully that'll become clear as we go through the next couple of slides. And just to kind of give this some context, you see all these tech giants now pivoting to agents. Just think back where you would have been if you'd been able to catch these revolutions, which, even though they were trillion-dollar revolutions, were actually teeny tiny in comparison to this coming trend, this coming change that we're going to see now with AI agents. So in the 90s, the late 90s, we had the introduction of the World Wide Web and the internet. And then in the 2000s, we had the mobile revolution starting with the iPhone, and then the 2010s was all about social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, etc. And so these are transitions, massive revolutions that happened online that have not just changed the way that we do things, but have made the early adopters who jumped on this millions and in some cases billions of dollars. This one here is so much bigger than any of those, and it's something that you, by virtue of watching this presentation, are one of the first people to know about, okay? So please do take advantage of it. So I'm not going to go into a ton of detail as to who I am, but very briefly, my name's Chris. I live in Manchester in the UK, and I've generated over $20 million from over 1,000 websites I've launched, over 500 offers I've put out and promoted as an affiliate, and over 50 different traffic sources that I've experimented with. So I'm a highly experienced marketer in a nutshell. Now, it took me years to first hit over $1 million per year, and if I had to break down exactly why I was able to do that, it was simply because I got good at a few very important things, and once I became good at those things and I developed that skill set, then everything else kind of followed on from that. So when thinking about how I was able to make that money, one good way to frame it is a Russell Brunson quote, which I love, which is, if you were kind of stranded on a desert island and you had to start again with no leverage, no capital, no money, you were starting from scratch and you could only have one thing, what would it be? And in his case, the one thing that he would take with him would be a slide deck to give a presentation, a webinar presentation just like this one. And then with that single asset, that single thing, he would be able to rebuild from scratch. And when it comes to making money online, our ability to kind of create these assets is really, really key. And when I look back at the way that I was able to scale up and make money, it was a long chain, a long kind of sequence of mastering a skill set to be able to build the assets that actually made me money. And that's basically my entire journey through 2023, was building skills, being able to build software, and being able to hire teams, all of which was an effort to build these assets that made me money. So initially, the first skill I learned was the ability to build websites, and then I could build affiliate sites. I was able to write sales copy, and I was able to create products. And each of these skills unlocked an additional amount of money that I could make, basically. So each and every step, I was building assets. And this is a great way to look at it. You know, building assets in this way does work. It does make you money. Of course, the problem, though, is it works at 1,000th the required speed, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. And you ideally need to be lucky a few times in terms of the niches or the campaigns or the affiliate programs or whatever it is that you're actually promoting, okay? So you need an element of luck to speed the whole thing up. But this kind of way of looking at it is a great way to understand the whole money-making process. It's a case of building assets, but the problem is doing this the traditional way is just far too slow. But then, of course, in 2023, ChatGPT shows up, or more accurately, GPT 3.5 shows up in November 2022, kind of goes mainstream in December. And then in March of 23, they launched GPT-4, which really showed up and changed absolutely everything in one move. And you can see here the screenshot. In January, everyone else was partying and having fun, and I was just focused on the AI. It's pretty much stayed that way since. And then throughout 2023, ChatGPT was swiftly followed by over 100 other generative AI tools, from Midjourney and DALL-E to video tools like Runway to Photoshop AI and Canva and Pika and just a million more of these AI tools that we could all use in our business. Now, the truth is that using these tools, chaining them together, allows savvy marketers like me to, I suppose you could say, spin the make money dial. So every time that we launch a new campaign, we launch a new offer, we put out a new website, really what we're looking to do is to find that combination of the right traffic source with the right affiliate program or offer and the right campaign. And once we do that, we can make money. And the spin wheel behind this, the flywheel behind this, is something that can be rotated so much more quickly with the AI, but we still need to go through that whole process each and every time. Now, of course, having all of this leverage, having all this background, I was able to very quickly master the AI, and the results did come very, very quickly for me. So the first week of using the AI, I had my first $100 day with AI, and then my first $400 day, my first $500 day. And within a couple of months, I actually had my first $5,000 day with AI. This was all great, but this was also just the beginning, because the problem I found with these AIs is that they came limited. And here you can see on the right we have some copy, and on the left we have a screenshot of money I made. It's actually $169,000 that I made in a single day. And the way that I did this was by launching an offer. It was actually, I'm going to show my age here, it's called Day Job Killer. I launched it all the way back in 2007, but we did just under $1 million in gross revenue in the space of a week. And part of the reason that that offer was so successful was because of the copy, and the copy was actually heavily inspired by a cheat sheet that we built up of really good copy. And so we were taking these scripts, these marketing scripts, these headlines and bits of copy, remaking them, re-editing them, and putting them into our own offer. And then, of course, we took the rewritten copy and we turned it into a website, and we published the website to the internet. Now, ChatGPT can do some of this, but you will still need to go and find the copy. You will need to feed it into GPT, teach it how to rewrite the copy, and then, of course, take that copy and turn it into a fully fledged sales page. And so none of these things are things that ChatGPT can actually do. So all of these AIs come limited. They can't interact with one another. They can't publish to the World Wide Web. They can't connect to the web. They can't get traffic. They can't really do anything on autopilot. They can only do single individual tasks. And then you, as the person, the end user, have to take that output and chain it into something else and actually do something with it. And here's a classic example. This is an affiliate program I launched. I actually launched this one just before GPT-4 came out, which is why you can see the numbers are so much smaller. But this was a single affiliate promo that I ran. It did around, I think in the end it actually did about $1,500 in commissions, but you can see at this point it had done $900. Now, the great thing about these AIs is you can use them to do to write copy. In this case, I actually used it to write a script for a video review that I did. But once it gave me that copy back, I then had to do a ton of other things anyway. I had to create the bonus package. I had to do the bonus page. I had to edit the script it gave me. I had to turn that script into a video and do a voiceover. I had to create the page that the video was actually on. And then I had to also create a download delivery page to give bonus to people who bought from me. So, these AIs tend to fix one problem, but then give you 10 more problems, which is kind of the opposite of what we want. And so with all of this in mind, what do you think ChatGPT's final form actually is? Well, it's obviously not just a chatbot. It's something so much more than that. And we can kind of get a glimpse for where OpenAI is taking GPT for 2024 and beyond with this introduction, this demo that we did of this voice-activated assistant, which allows us to interact with the AI not just via text, but via voice as well. And what I suspect we're going to see is more and more agentive kind of interaction and action-based stuff that these voice models can actually do. Because the truth is, OpenAI is, and they've always said this, they are building AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. And to do that, you can't just have your AI kind of sat in a glass box connected to nothing. It needs to be able to interact with the world, not just to get data and get information in so it has more intelligence, but so it can actually do things and actually accomplish things. And so this idea of the agentive AI is where the world is heading, okay? And so as we think about these trends, we think about where this is all going, the final form for GPT is actually going to look something like this. It's going to be a model that we can connect to through different modalities, not just text, but also voice and probably physical as well. And in turn, it's going to be connected to agents that do things both digital and physical. Okay, so this kind of screenshot here that you see, I know this looks like it's something from the 2050s or something like that. This is going to be the reality, I think, in a lot of cities, probably within this decade. It really is going to happen that quickly. But we've spent a lot of time talking about AI agents without actually defining what they are. So here's the definition from Wikipedia. An agent has goals. It's designed to create and execute a plan that's put before it. And the agents can also be divided into sub-agents to create a complete system that can accomplish difficult tasks and goals. So that, in a nutshell, is what an AI agent is. So why are we all so excited about these agents? Why do they give us such an insane edge, not just for this year, but for every year beyond? Well, these agents automate an entire process. So not just one tiny element like we saw with ChatGPT, they can actually do an entire task, an entire flow. They can not just create the video, but they can do the voiceover, they can make the video, they can do the script. They can do the whole thing from start to finish. And in the process, they can basically 10 to 100x your output and cut the amount of time that you spend at the PC by a factor of 10 or more. They also roll the dice to guarantee perfection. So these language models have something called temperature, which is basically randomness built in. So each time that you hit go, each time you ask for an output, they will do something slightly different. And consequently, we can just run the same output a few times and we will find that, you know, if the average is kind of 7 out of 10, we'll find that every so often it gives us a 10 out of 10 and every few iterations is a 9 out of 10, okay? And very importantly, they force you to do everything right. So if we can kind of put these agents into a structure, into a template, give them a template and get them to run on Rails basically, then it's just going to execute the task perfectly each and every time. And then of course, when someone like myself is actually programming these AI agents, a very successful marketer, that's when things get really, really crazy. But really the bottom line, what makes these AI agents such a deadly money-making weapon is their speed. So they move at over 10,000 times the speed that you would get if someone was to give you a training course and sort of teach you how to manually do a method. They even move at 1,000 times the speed of someone using software, and they move at even over 100 times the speed of someone using traditional AI. So this is the next iteration from courses to software to AI and now to AI agents. And they're especially powerful for beginners as well, okay? So if you're a newbie, if you're someone that's kind of newbie or intermediate and just getting started on this money-making path, then they are going to be absolutely huge for you, and you can see all the reasons on the screen. But really the main one, I think, is they are going to force you to do absolutely everything right. Even without you understanding it, you may not understand why you've created a world-class video or sales page or product, but you don't need to, because the AI has taken over, the agent's taken over and just done it for you. Now, when I used to buy these courses and these software tools traditionally, and I think people still do this, the system that they were selling me was kind of represented as step 1, step 2, step 3. And that was kind of the training guide, the system that I was buying into. And then software came on the scene in the mid-2000s and kind of automated each of those steps. And now what we're seeing is another transition from automation of these systems to a completely new animal, which is these AI agents, which can kind of chain all of these different elements together in a completely new and different way. And the bottom line is, in 2024, things are changing because now anyone can make big money doing this. And the process to do this is very, very simple. Essentially, we find someone making money, we create an agent workflow that duplicates what that person has done, and then we just run the agent over and over again. So either we find a successful website and turn that into an agent, we find a video, we find a YouTuber, we find an affiliate, we find someone getting traffic, whatever the thing is that the person's doing to make money, we turn it into an agent flow and we just run the thing on loop, okay? And so the way to look at it when these agents do everything for you is they're going to drop you into the game with every cheat code, every skill preloaded. There's zero training needed. You actually don't need to understand why it is that you have this amazing website, that you've got this incredible product, that you're able to get this traffic. All you need to know is that the agents are there doing the whole thing for you. Okay, so it's a complete step change and a completely new way of doing things online. Now, the impact of all of this cannot be overstated, okay? It's going to be absolutely transformative, and I predict that in the next 18 months, we are going to see a division of classes in terms of the AI agents and the agent class, as I call it. And so on the left, we have the already rich, and these guys are going to be cushioned for a period of time, although, as you'll see in just a couple of slides, even these guys can't rest on the laurels. And then at the very bottom left, unfortunately, we have the zero AI agent guys who've got no agents, no AI whatsoever. Unfortunately, this is going to be the tier 3. This is going to be the vast majority of people. In the middle, we have AI experts who are kind of going to do okay. And then on the far right, we have the agent owners. These are the people who can deploy these agents to accomplish tasks. This is going to be the new 0.1% elite people on planet Earth, okay? So it really is going to be a massive change to not just internet marketing, but to capitalism in general. And please, if you are a white collar worker, a knowledge worker, you are in any way involved in creative stuff or white collar work or office work or online or digital or professional or anything in any way relating to coding or marketing or online, you cannot ignore this, okay? And the best kind of image I can give you of what could happen is the next two slides. So there's a good chance that you are kind of sitting there doing your current thing and you are unaware of the fact that in the next year or so, this could happen. Now, there's no guarantee that this is going to happen. These models aren't necessarily going to destroy everyone's jobs. They're not necessarily going to have a negative impact on every single person, but I am already hearing stories about large groups of people in these different sectors, in these tech sectors, in office work, losing their jobs because the AI has basically come and done this, and you definitely don't want this to happen to you. And by the way, in case you are like my friend, I have a friend who's very successful. He's paid off his mortgage. His kids go to private school. He has someone that comes once every week and cuts his lawn. He has someone else that comes and does the DIY, maintains his house. He does all his shopping online. He goes on his 3 holidays a year. He has 2 very nice cars. Very successful guy, you know, pretty much living off his alternative investments, okay? Even someone like him who considers himself set cannot rest on his laurels because the agent owners like myself are going to leapfrog him on every single metric, not just capital, but also status and lifestyle. And so metaphorically, if you're like this guy, then you're going to be sitting there in the best house on the street, and then a couple of seconds later, all of a sudden this bizarre tech monolith that you don't understand is going to appear next to you. Now, there's a 99% chance that this is going to happen, in my opinion, over the next 2 years or so, simply because these agents aren't just about making money. They're basically going to automate, firstly, everything digital and then everything physical, okay? And speaking of the physical, we could kind of go off on a tangent here, but I'm not going to do this, although it's very tempting for me. But we're not going to talk about the impending robots, which are now going into pre-order, which cost as little as $10,000, have API access, which means that someone like myself can connect to them and control them using natural language. And these guys are going to be automating a lot of the blue-collar work, gardening, plumbing, cooking, all these other things. There's a very, very good chance that these are going to be going into production. You can actually go on Alibaba at the moment and buy some of these types of robots. Now, some of the ones that I've seen demoed aren't particularly good, but some of these ones that are powered by OpenAI and do have API access can be purchased and pre-ordered for as little as $20,000 or $30,000, which is the cost of a second-hand car, okay? So this is also going to be rolling out if you're not a white-collar worker, you're a blue-collar worker, and these bad boys are going to be being deployed over the next year or two, okay? So there's a lot of changes that are coming our way. And so the bottom line is the one thing you need to do right now today is to embrace these agents. Please don't run from them, don't ignore them. We need to jump in with both feet and take advantage and profit with them while we have the chance and while we have an advantage today. Now, while I've given you a kind of few doom and gloom slides, the truth is when you actually unlock these agents, you start using them, it really is like a big cat finding the Galapagos. So if you're aware of the stories where the explorers stumbled onto the Galapagos Islands, and they had house cats on the boats, and the house cats landed up on the islands, and of course they found these dodos who were sitting ducks for the cats. And that's basically what's going to happen when people like myself start to enter the niches that I'm about to show you in just a second using these AI agents. So while it's true that we need to be careful that we don't lose our jobs, lose our income, and put at a massive disadvantage to these agents, it's also a massive opportunity for us to eat someone else's lunch, which is what I'm doing, and I'll show you how I'm doing that in just a second. So the risk is real, but the profits are happening right now for people like myself. And you can see here's a screenshot of one of my agents which goes and finds high ticket offers. There's actually over 3,000 of these that I'm already tapping into right now that no one else knows about because no one else has built out the agentive workflow to go and find them and to actually launch and attack them like I'm doing at the moment. You can see this is some money I made a couple of months back. I think this is the middle of April actually. We generated over $5,000 with this mid-ticket offer that very few people promote. And there's just tons and tons of these. There are over 3,000 of these in the database right now, okay, which I'll show you in just a second. So who wants an AI agent of their own to go out and make the money and do all these different things? I'm sure the answer is everyone watching, but at the same time, there are some problems. So the first problem is, what do we even automate? Now, of course, I have a lot of experience marketing online, and so for someone like myself who's making money like you see on the left, it's going to be quite easy for me to work out the specific steps that an agent would need to take in order to duplicate what it is that I'm doing. But for most people who are maybe more on the right side of things and aren't making money online, it's not going to be possible to actually go and build these agents because you don't even know what to automate in the first place. Secondly, these models work best when working off templates. And this is what really defines a great agent, is you give it great templates to work from. Now, in the case of someone like myself, pretty much everything that I do online to make money is templated out. It leverages either my own templates or cheat sheets I build from other people. You probably don't have the templates to do that, and these templates are very difficult to build up. So here you can see a great piece of copy that one of my agents uses. And here on the right, we have a Fiverr guy who's charging £183, around $200, just to write 100 words of copy, which my agent is doing from just using this proven template. So it's really important to have these types of templates, but they are very difficult and expensive to get. You, of course, also need the tech skills to actually build this. So how on earth do you give an agent the technology to do it? What are the steps? How do you bug test it? How exactly does it work? Well, here on the left, you can see a banner, ad, an image that my agent creates. And on the right, you can see the code that my agent uses to actually build out these banners. And I'm sure that for 99% of people watching this looks like gobbledygook. It's actually really, really simple code. This is the type of thing that you need to be able to do in order to give these agents the power to go out and actually create the media that makes us money. Fourthly, you need some kind of domain-specific knowledge here, okay? And this is really, really important. So even so-called experts can trip themselves up here. If you look on the left, you can see this is a landing page guide by a company called Unbounce, who are one of the most successful landing page software guys. And you can see they're making all types of mistakes, even with this image, which is actually on their guides to landing page copywriting. They have all kinds of things they're getting wrong, such as the images, the copy being used, but even the fact that they have these two call to actions. And you contrast that with what we have on the right, which is my own copy, which is perfectly formatted. You really want someone like myself to be building these agents, but it does require a lot of domain-specific knowledge. And then fifthly, you of course need to give the AI all of its different tools. And so even when we work out how to build out the templates, we work out the kind of flow, we have domain-specific knowledge, we get all these other things right, we still need to actually give the AI access to the tools, and these are very, very expensive. So here you can see one of the keyword tools that my AI has. And the monthly buy-in for this is $449 per month. And by the way, that's a legacy buy-in. If you wanted to go and join now, you'd be looking at over $1,000 per month. It's only because I've had this thing for well over a decade that I'm able even to pay that. But this is just one of 24 tools that the AI has, okay? And then, of course, if you decide to not do any of this and build your own agents, and instead you want to wait for the big tech companies to do this, then the truth is they are going to be starting to roll this out at the end of this year. And even when they do roll it out, it will be nerfed. It will be much weaker than what we can do ourselves. And even then, by the time it fully rolls out, which will probably be a year or so, everyone will have it anyway. And so you'll just be at another disadvantage with no additional edge. Now, a quick question, guys. Who here has tried ChatGPT 4 or GPT 3.5 or GPT 4 Omni? Who's tried Gemini, Midjourney, Grok? If you can write some of the AIs that you've used and tell me who's used ChatGPT here. Okay, yeah, lots and lots of people have used GPT, GPT 4. A couple of Omnis, yeah, a few people have used the new models. Midjourney, yes. Grok, yeah, quite a few people have used Grok. That's the Twitter one. Yeah, quite a few other AIs as well I'm seeing here. So lots and lots of people here have used some generative AI tools, which is to be expected. Next question though, who has actually made money with them? Yeah, very different answers. Yes, a couple of $1,000s with Agent X version 1. No, not yet. 0. Yeah, not many people have made money. We see a few people here who have Agent X version 1 who've made money. I know a few of you actually from speaking to you on support, but predominantly most people have not made any money with the AI. And truth be told, while the AI was supposed to free us all and allow us to make all this money, what it actually feels like to me is that for most people, what has happened is the kind of sharks, the marketers, the aggressive gurus have kind of come in and repositioned everything as AI. That's the new bait and no one has made any money. But now the latest hype thing is AI. So tell me if this sounds familiar. Yeah, everyone's agreeing. Yeah, no, it's not really changed that much for most people, which is a huge shame. But the truth is that ChatGPT is just like any other tool. It's only as good as how you use it, okay? And so this was an image that I generated with the AI. But again, it's a beautiful image, but I know how to get the right prompts from the AI. I know what I wanted, and so I was able to do it. And all the money that I've made here is done because I know what I'm doing. And in case you're curious, what is the process to actually build a new agent? Well, firstly, we need to understand and systemize a particular task. We need to have done it ourselves. And we need to have broke it down into mechanical steps that we can actually follow. Secondly, we need to prepare templates of what works for this particular flow. And then thirdly, we create the agent by building out the task chain that the AI can actually run. Now, by the way, you'll see in the top right-hand corner, we have version 3 Hush, because this is actually going to be coming live. The ability to build your own agents is going to be coming live to version 3 of Agent X, but we are getting ahead of ourselves and we'll come back to that later on. The bottom line though is when building these agents, what I like to do is I like to program them to copy what makes money. That's it, pure and simple. I do a thing, the thing makes me money, and then I turn it into an AI agent flow, okay? And by the way, this has changed very recently. I'm now doing some things differently to what I used to do, which I will talk about in just a moment. But the bottom line is, put simply, these agents make me assets, and these cash assets can then be put live on the internet and make me money. And they do it very, very quickly. You can see this this fellow here sitting down in his little chair, and he's got all of these machine printed different things that the AI has done. And this is basically how it works. I tell the AI to make me a thing, it makes me the thing, and then the thing that it's made can be used to actually make me money. That is how it works in a nutshell. Now, in the first 2 quarters of this year and the final quarter of last year, I basically had 3 simple, yucky tactics that my agents did to make me money. I sold my own products, I promoted new affiliate programs, and I drove free traffic to those affiliate programs and to those offers. using the agents as well. And so it's a methodology which is as old as the internet itself. It's not new, it's not clever, but it does work, and it works especially well when you have agents doing it at scale and 100 or 1,000 times faster than was previously possible. The bottom line, though, is that I taught my agents how to automate over 50 of these marketing tasks while I was off doing other things. And trust me, there is nothing like it on planet Earth. Anyone who's an Agent X version 1 customer can attest to this. There is nothing like being able to go to the computer, sit down, instruct an agent to do something, knowing that it's going to take the agent half an hour or an hour, but it would otherwise have taken you maybe 2 or 3 days. You hit go, and then you leave the computer, and when you come back, the agent has done the task, and then you can use that task to make money. That is fundamentally how they work, and it's absolutely insane to actually be able to do it yourself. Okay, so we've kind of talked around the houses a little bit here, and I know that at this point, people just want to see the agent. I get this a lot. People start to get a bit impatient in chat, so we will do that. We will demonstrate how all of this works in just a second. But with a caveat, which is in the summer of 2024, I'm not actually happy with making $1,000 per minute with these agents. I want to kind of go beyond what we've traditionally done, the way that we've kind of traditionally made money, and start looking at some fresh opportunities. And so I will show you the version 1 of the agents with the caveat that I'm about to show you the stuff that makes all of this redundant, okay? Because remember, as I showed you before, my own income is now transitioning to new ways of making money as an affiliate and getting traffic. I got bored of doing things the old way. And so I'm now fully focused on these new agents which make much quicker money, much more easily, and much more enjoyably, to be completely honest. And so I'll show you the automation of the way that I used to do things, the way that 99% of marketers do things, and then we will go into the new realms of making money, okay? So with that being said, is it okay if I breeze through automating the first $20 million that I made online? So this is kind of the old stuff. This is what most people still do now, which is the affiliate marketing and, you know, digital product sales, the old kind of old-fashioned way. I'm going to show you it, but I'm going to show you it very, very quickly because I want to get to the new stuff, okay? So here is just a quick breakdown of some of the things that these version 1 agents can automate. With affiliate marketing, we have email creation, bonus pages, bonuses, selecting the bonuses, creating the videos. They can create sales page websites, they can create bonus pages, they can do the design, they can do the copy, they can do the entirety of a video from VSLs and affiliate review videos. They can do the script, the voiceovers, the visuals, the slides, the content, traffic. They can do Google traffic, SEO, PPC, YouTube, affiliate marketing. They can do music stuff. They can just do a whole range of different things across a whole range of sectors as well. You can see here some of the use cases for digital products, physical products, copywriting, image creation, research, and so much more. But the plot twist is we can actually chain all of these different things together, and in the process basically use each of these individual tasks to do basically almost anything online. So we're not doing this ourselves. This isn't push button softwares that just do certain aspects. This is true and full automation using these AI agents, okay? So can I show you my AI agent version 1, which was 16 years in the making, okay? And remember, this is just version 1 that I'm about to demonstrate. Also be aware that this is like 100 webinars that we're going to condense down into 10 clicks, okay? So it may be difficult for you to keep up with this. There's going to be a lot that we go through. Bear in mind that this is how the agents work. They really are that quick. So there isn't really a lot of time to kind of go in on detail with these, okay? So let me play you a $10,000 VSL. This one actually made me 5 figures a couple of weeks ago. I'm just going to hit play on this. I'm going to mute this, obviously, and it's just going to run through. Tell me, how long do you think this one cost me, and how much time do you think it actually took for me to put this together? Okay, a few $1,000s, a few $100. In terms of time, 5 hours, 2 days, 20 minutes, 2 minutes. It's funny when I do these now, people are kind of wise to it, and so they deliberately go with with very low numbers. So the lowest we have here is $10 and 2 minutes. No, so this one actually took me around 3 minutes and cost me around 20 cents. Okay, and then here's the money that it made on screen as well, so you can see a bit of a disparity there. Now the next one is writing a sales script, and the way that we used to do this in 2022 before ChatGPT is I would get these templates of previous scripts that have made me money. I would use them as cheat sheets and I would rewrite them. Then GPT appeared and we would now feed these into ChatGPT along with, wrapped into a kind of really good prompt. And now in 2024, I just go over to the AI agent, I describe the product, and then the AI will then generate sales copy, as you can see on the screen. And guys, this is like insane level, okay? This is the best sales copy that you could possibly write. If you paid someone, a professional copywriter, like $5,000, they would not do copy as good as this. And we actually have, I'm not going to name names, but we actually have some of the most successful marketers on ClickBank, JVZoo, and Warrior Plus. Some of the most successful product owners use this particular task on Agent X to write their own copy, okay? Because it is that insane. Basically what we did is we took over, I think there's 64 blocks of copy here, intros, hooks, closes, and we fed it to the model as templates, and it just rewrites all these insanely proven, elements of copy that's converted in the past. So it just smashes this to pieces. What about creating an affiliate video? Well, again, this one is something that we can attack in a few different ways. We can use the AI, the agents, to go and create a script, and then we can copy that script and run it back into the AI and have that script turn into a video. Or we can just do it in one shot. We can just put some description in about the product that we want, and the AI will go and generate a complete video with slides, with voiceover, with text. It'll even include bonuses, and it'll do the whole thing in just a few seconds. And we can also create e-covers, and this is something that going back, this used to cost me. I remember there was one offer that I did where I spent about $800 on e-covers. And, it wasn't just the money as well. I had to be really specific as to what each e-cover should say. I had to, fine tune it. It took me absolutely ages to get these e-covers done. I spent like $800 on e-covers for just one offer. Whereas now we can do the same thing with Agent X in just a few seconds. It's absolutely nuts. Writing emails, and this is something that is one of the oldest and most profitable methods for making affiliate commissions, is to have a customer list, which of course you can get from selling products and building up a list with Agent X. But you build up a customer list and you send them these affiliate promotional emails. Now these ideally should be rich, styled media and styled HTML, and they should also of course use proven subject lines. They should use proven copy, and they should match the offer in question. So all we're going to do here is we're just going to enter a bit of information about the product. We are going to hit go, and then we're going to check back, and as you can see, it's going to generate a beautiful page that we can go through, and we can just choose the elements that we want, and it will build out our email. It's even going to give us these banners as well, which we can insert into our email. So we have, a really great email with these banners embedded as well. And by the way, quick tip, if you are looking to do promotional emails, I would highly recommend including these types of banners in the emails. It's going to have a massive impact on your click-through rate, which in turn will impact upon the amount of money that you make. Now, another quick question, guys. Here's a $1,500 affiliate payday. I actually made around $1,000 on the first day, and then $300 the second, and then a couple of hundred more over the next few days. How long do you think this one took me to make these commissions? How long do you think it took me? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, people are wise to it now. So this one took me around 12 minutes to put all of this together. And the way that I did this was by creating an affiliate review video using the agent, and then creating a bonus page, which you can see is done very, very easily with the agents. We just put some information about the product, we hit go, and it will then go and generate a instant bonus page. And of course, we can then also create an affiliate email to send people to the page. It's going to put together the bonus offer. It's going to put together the link to the bonus page. It's going to do the whole thing in just a couple of minutes. Now, this is an absolutely insane one. The agent can actually create full sales pages that I was paying people $2,000-$3,000 for as recently as a year and a half ago. The agent can do all of this on auto, okay? So how long do you think it takes me to create a sales page like the one on screen now, which generated over $50,000. How long do you think this takes me with the agent? This one took me about 6 or 7 minutes, guys. Just put some information in about the product, hit go, and it then generates over 70 of these blocks, which I can then scroll through and select from. There's very little changes that are required here. I just choose the ones that I like, hit go, and then we have our completed sales page with edited copy, with edited headlines and images and icons. Everything's custom to the offer as I described it, and then we can just upload it to our website and we are good to go. And by the way that we get traffic with Agent X is multifaceted. We can get traffic from YouTube, we can get traffic from Google, we can get traffic from affiliates as well with the products that we create. And there's actually a number of loopholes that we use with the agents. You can see on screen here, and actually 50% of my traffic comes from a particular method that I use with these agents, which I'll talk about later on. But you can see this was all free traffic that was sent to my offer and actually generated over $8,000 with this particular traffic, and more on that in just a second. We can also create articles and scripts very, very easily. This is something that we used to do manually, then ChatGPT appeared and we would use GPT to do it, again with some clever prompts. Now we just paste some text into the agent and the agents go and write our articles for us, and they also of course create scripts which we can use for videos that we upload to YouTube or indeed anywhere else. The agents are also capable of creating videos, both horizontal videos for use on TikTok, for use on YouTube, but also vertical videos for use on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, okay? The agent can do this in just a couple of seconds. And then the last one I'll show you is that the agent is also capable of building entire chatbots, which we can use on our own websites or for client websites as well. And this is one of the ones that we added after the initial Agent X launch. But it's one of the most popular tasks because it can literally create these chatbots in just a matter of seconds. So the bottom line is we've just automated all of your problems. If you think about the marketing problems that you typically might have, you don't know what to do, well, the agent just does it for you. You don't have the tech skills, again, the agent just does it. You can't hire freelancers because you can't afford to. Well, don't worry, you don't need to. The agent does it better than them anyway. You can't afford really expensive software. Well, you don't need software because the agent does it better than any software tool. You don't have the time to profit. Maybe you have other commitments, a family or a job. And these agents take just a few seconds to set up. And you don't know how to profit. Well, you do now, because all you need to do is instruct the agents, and the agents only do things that are profitable. So it really is a massive, massive step change. But here's the crazy thing, guys. We've just recapped on the old version of Agent X, okay? So I've not even shown you the new version. I'm just going to do a quick recap of what this version does, of these 50 tasks that the agent does, and then we're going to get into the really good stuff. So bear in mind that this is the closing stack for the old Agent X, okay? And this, you'll of course still get all of this, but you also get the really crazy stuff that I'll come on to in just a second. So you are going to get the full AI task suite, which automates the tasks that make me over $250,000 per year. These are fully automated by the AI, but you'll see this little wait, because we're just going to take things to a whole new level in just a moment. But you'll also get the marketing AI Autobots, which basically automate all of the marketing tasks. And typically our average users can make thousands of dollars from these just by deploying these bots immediately from their browser. You're also going to get the training package. There's over 30 training videos that are included in day one. And by the way, all these images you see on the screen, every single image on this slide was generated with Agent X, okay? If you think they look beautiful, this is just one of the tasks that we have inside of Agent X, is the ability to create these images. You'll also get the template presets, but again, these are on a whole nother level. But all of these templates are preloaded into the agents, okay? So people ask me sometimes, they buy and they're like, where are these templates? I'm like, they are literally there. Run a task and it uses these templates. You don't need to go and poke around and look for them. They are built into the agents, and the agents will choose the templates it wants to run as it goes through the different tasks. You're also going to get full future proofing. So I said this in November of last year when I first launched this. I told people that they were going to get access to all of the updates. And one of the fun things I love about doing these webinars is every single time I do a webinar, I see people watching these webinars who already have Agent X. Okay, so people love to attend these webinars and kind of catch up on the latest advances. But every single Agent X customer who is already a member is going to get access to all the future stuff that we do. Okay, and I said this in November. All the cool stuff I'm about to show you is going to be coming to everyone who joins today, and it's also to the existing customers. Okay, so there is massive upgrades and future proofing for anyone who joins. Okay. And there's huge amounts of training we're including with Agent X. You get various PDF guides. I think there's over 60 pages worth of PDFs now. There's like 5 or 6 different PDFs. There's all the video training, and there's also the version 2 training, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Another great thing about Agent X is you get to become a product owning boss, and this is something that I've been telling people for years. You really want to sell your own products online. It's one of the best ways to make money, but it's easier said than done, and most people just physically can't do it. They don't have the skill set to do it. But with the agents, you can now finally create your own products. There's different types of software tools and Chrome extensions and ebooks and digital products that you can create with Agent X. And you can, of course, then create all the marketing, the sales pages, the websites to help you market those products. And then you can also get traffic. So you can do the whole gamut, the whole thing for the whole process to building your own product and selling it. You can do the whole thing with Agent X. And of course, you can also make affiliate commissions, but this is something that we are going to talk about in a lot more detail, so prepare to have your mind blown in just a second. Now, we used to have a website called AI Money on the Move, which was a voice-powered assistant which you could access via your browser, but we are in the process of completely deleting this because of what I'm about to show you at the end of this presentation. So definitely, if this is something that kind of catches your eye, the idea of AI Money on the Move, definitely keep on watching. You also never need to worry about traffic, but while the version 1 agents, the version 1 bots automated this quite heavily, the version 2 stuff is going to take this to the next level, okay? And we also included website domain and hosting with version 1, but again, keep on watching because we are about to utterly demolish what we offered with version 1 with the websites that we're about to give you in just a second, okay? Now, most of the agents were focused on money making and marketing, but we also had some other agents in there for music and other creative pursuits. And we've continued to add more and more agents. We'll continue to do so in the future. Of course, we are focused on money making, but we know a lot of people also want to do other cool creative stuff online. So it's not just about marketing and money making. We do have agents for a range of tasks. And with version 1, we also included something called the AI Springboard Pack, which was your quick start guide. I think it was, the main guide was like 45 pages, but you'll see that actually what we've done with version 2 makes a lot of this stuff, which was cutting edge back then. It actually makes it completely redundant. So keep on watching to see what I mean. And then lastly, built into all of the different tasks was the resale rights to over $370,000 worth of different software tools. So, if you create an affiliate bonus page and the agent decided that to help you make a sale, it should give away a bonus, it would go and just grab one of the relevant bonuses and put that in your package and give you the bonus page and the download delivery page. This is all built into the agents, okay? And so that was the core offering for version 1 of Agent X. If you find all of that appealing, which you probably should do, then go to getagentx.com and get instant access to it. And of course, you will get instant access to all that stuff, but you'll also get instant access to everything that I'm about to show you. So maybe don't go to that URL just yet. Maybe keep on watching and see the new stuff that we've also built. In a nutshell, the main use case of these agents, of the version 1 agents, was to automate over 50 marketing tasks that basically made me money. So that's what version 1 did. It basically automated the entirety of my business my digital product and affiliate business and traffic generation business up until really the middle of 2023. And basically, in a nutshell, I programmed the agents to copy what makes me money, and that was generating affiliate commissions within Warrior Plus and ClickBank and JVZoo up until that point. But what I found in 2024 was an even easier way to make money, and that then became the basis for what I began doing at the start of the year, and I began scaling it up, and I began winding down my my old business, and I'm now fully focused on the new way of making money. And from the last few months, I've begun to orientate my agents around this new way of making money as well. Now, I know you probably look at a screenshot like this on the screen, this $7,000, and you think this is all amazing. Truth be told, when you're not the one that's actually making this money, when you've actually got agents that are the ones that are doing all of this, you become a little bit spoiled, if I'm honest. It doesn't feel like you're the one that's doing it, and you become a little bit numb to the whole thing. And so what's happened over the last few months is I've moved away from wanting to do these launches and do these affiliate promotions where I kind of still need to be involved on some level. Even though I'm not the one doing it, the agents are the ones doing all the work. I still need to kind of go and find the offers and put the thing together. I've kind of moved away from that. And what I want now is something that's far easier. And I want the agents to bring the opportunities to me, okay? So I'm moving towards something that's much easier, much simpler, much more focused on traffic generation and affiliate marketing. And actually in the process, it's making me even more money. And I know at the same time from speaking to customers, from speaking to Agent X support customers, I do my own support. I know that everyone who's a customer feels the same way. And here are some of the things that people have asked for more and more of. Affiliate, traffic, ClickBank, $100 a day, $500 a day. These are the types of requests that I've been getting in. So if this is something that you're interested in, then you're definitely going to like what I'm about to show you. Because in order to tap into all of this, what we had to do is to build a whole new tech for the agents, okay? So to actually give the agents access to what was making money today, that changes every single day. And so we've basically had to give the agents a pipeline into what's making money. And in the process, we've had to build out an entire infrastructure to actually make this possible. And so over the last few months, I've been making what I call micro money, which is not making money in known ways and with known affiliate programs, but focusing on strange traffic sources, secret affiliate programs, and high ticket offers that no one else knows about. And in May and June of 2024, I've now built out a flow that will allow anyone to do the same. Because while I've made a lot of money, as you can see on the screen, the truth is I've generated less than 1% of the money that's possible with these different opportunities. And I'm now going to give you access to all of this money and all of these affiliate programs and traffic sources right now on this call. And that's because we are making the agents live and giving them the ability to go out and find even more of these affiliate programs, these traffic sources, these opportunities, and update them every single day on autopilot, okay? And actually one of my favorite stories from the last few weeks was an affiliate program that my agents found for me. I had no idea this affiliate program existed, but I joined up and began promoting it using a promotion that the agent had put together. The agent found the offer, and I actually went to bed, and when I woke up, I'd made the money on the screen while I was asleep from this affiliate program that was completely brought to me, completely made by the AI agent. So long story short, this is a much faster, easier way to make money that doesn't involve any kind of proactive behavior on our end, okay? And the way that we did this was before we even got to building the actual new agents that I'm about to show you, we actually had to do a crawl of the web, and we actually looked at everything that was making money from the high ticket offers, different ClickBank niches, affiliates that we found who were making money, making 6 figures or more, and various Google and YouTube traffic opportunities. And we actually built them into a database, but not just one that was static, but one that actually updates every few days. And I call this the low-hanging fruit, whether it's affiliate programs that no one knows about, traffic and keywords that anyone can access that haven't been discovered, that are very low competition. And the cool thing about this is my AI now goes out every single day and brings these to me. And as you can see, the amount of money that we're making, the affiliate commissions that we're making from this is just off the charts, because Agent X version 2 just goes out and brings you the low-hanging fruit. It actually does this every single day at a certain time. The database updates and it brings us new opportunities, whether that's affiliate programs, traffic sources, new niches. I'll show you exactly how it works in just a second. Here are some case studies, and by the way, these case studies are in the members area of affiliate, high-ticket affiliate programs that pay at least $100 per sale. Here are some of the ones that we've recently promoted. There's over 3,000 of these inside the database, and this updates every single week with typically between 10 and 30 new high-ticket affiliate programs. And probably, by the way, if you're watching this webinar, you may be on different lists of people who promote different webinars. Those are the type of offers that we will be promoting. Very high ticket, typically $1,000. Typically, we make $500 commissions from these, okay? And by the way, in terms of the different traffic sources, you can see top left, this is one particular site where you can go and advertise on the site and get leads very, very cheaply. In this case, it costs us $100 for around 300 leads. You can see some of the commissions that we made from this. And actually had to build new agents to snipe, as I call it, these opportunities. And you'll notice this guy here with the megaphone, he's actually talking with his voice to the agents, directing them, which is something that we are definitely going to come back to in just a second. The second case study I want to show you is the Free Traffic AI Surfer, which is basically targeting zero competition traffic on Google and Bing, specifically for SEO, but you can also use this for PPC. And if you look on the left, you'll see I've searched Midjourney with a few filters. We only want keywords that get between 100 and a million searches per month. We want very low keyword difficulty, and we want high cost per click because that suggests that they are profitable. And these are the keywords that it's generated, and we can target those with some of the version 2 agents, which I'll come on to in just a second. Now, the truth is that these opportunities aren't as good as some of the ones that we were targeting with Agent X version 1. Okay, now Agent X version 1 was about targeting a handful of niches, typically centered around internet marketing, and a handful of affiliate programs that we're launching every week. Now, we're still going to target those, but what we're going to do now is throw the net open 1,000 times or more and target smaller opportunities that might not make us $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $20,000. They might only make us a few $100. But what we're going to do is use much lighter micro agents, that I call them, that instead of taking half an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours to run, they are going to run in just a matter of seconds, okay? And like I say, these are very, very quick micro agents. They're going to make less money than the ones that we're using before, but they're going to be much easier, much cheaper, much quicker to run. You can see these actually run on iOS, with Android coming live very, very soon, and more on that in just a second. And then the third case study I have for you is a 180-degree pivot, which basically involves us moving away from the marketing offers, okay? Because, you know, the truth is, it's great to be in the internet marketing space. It's one of the best spaces, but it's also a little bit incestuous. There's a lot of scammers. You know, you've probably been scammed a few times yourself. What we really want to do is to move away from this niche and find other niches that are profitable and that there's very few people in, with much, much less competition, okay? And if you do that, you'll be able to make as much as $8,000 in 24 days, which is what I was able to do in April of 2024 by using the agents to find me a niche which no one else knows about. And again, this is something that you'll get access to once you become a member, but there were loads and loads of these niches about. And what we actually did is we took the best 1,500 niches and preloaded them inside of Agent X version 2. So you can actually find these niches, see all the keywords, see a breakdown of what the niche is like and how it's working at the moment, dig deeper and actually start to launch and run agents to target these niches. But at the same time, I know what you're thinking, which is, well, wait a second, how exactly can we enter these niches that I don't know anything about? Well, what we want to do is we want to launch a website, and this will let us enter the niche in just one move. But the way that we actually do this is with Agent X, okay? Because these instant websites we're going to launch, these AI-generated websites, allow us to get free traffic and make instant commissions every time we enter a new niche. And you can see here, this is a new website I launched actually promoting Agent X. A beautiful website. You can see the traffic it's getting at the bottom, and I was able to generate, even with just my first 150 visitors, I was able to generate a $500 sale. Now, the way that we build these websites is with the AI website building task inside of Agent X version 2. This actually accomplishes over 100 steps in a single process. And in the process of doing this, it basically allows us to tap into all of these new niches that are showing so much potential right now. So I've shown you version 1 of the agents, and I've kind of flirted around the idea of version 2, and I know at this point people are absolutely going bananas. They want to see version 2 of Agent X. So let me just dive right in. But before I do that, let's just backtrack, because I actually want to go back to Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, and show you what his vision of the next version of ChatGPT 2 is. And bear in mind that this is literally the CEO of the most advanced AI company on the planet. His vision is an AI model that you can talk to via your voice. Just like Her, the movie Her, that's his idea for it. And here we have Greg Brockman, who's the COO of OpenAI. His vision of ChatGPT 2 from version 2 is basically a AI tutor, again, a voice assistant. And so this isn't even out yet, but this is like the future tech that these guys are currently teasing that probably won't be out until the end of the year. So this is the vision. This right now is not even the reality of the leading tech company. But let me show you the reality, the current reality of Agent X version 2, because what we have is an AI agent that you can run from your phone with your voice that currently knows about all the best niches, affiliate programs, launches, traffic opportunities, and you from your phone can launch tasks that this agent can accomplish. Okay, this is absolutely insane. It knows everything. It knows all of the niches, all of the best affiliate programs. It knows all of the different traffic opportunities. It knows about ClickBank. It knows about Agent X. It can launch 100 tasks directly from your phone. It's absolutely insane, okay? And this isn't coming live at the end of this year. It's not coming live in 2026 like some of these big tech demos probably will do. This is live now, okay? But we need to backtrack for just a second because I actually skipped a modality. You see, version 1 of Agent X simply did and automated 25 tasks at launch. There's actually 50 there now. Version 2 does indeed include voice, but we actually missed an entire section, which is probably just as insane as everything that we've talked about. So the old version, just to recap, the old version of Agent 1, which was well ahead of its time, well ahead of, even now it's well ahead of anything else out there. It allows you to automate over 50 tasks. You choose a task, you run the task, and you make money. But earlier this year, I came across this site called Character AI, okay? And, the graph on the right you see here is a bit zoomed out. You won't be able to read the text, but you can see that there's like a massive spike on the far left. This is like a generative AI consumer mobile apps engagement. And there's this company called Character AI that's just getting like insane engagement, over 300 average uses per month. So I was like, what are these guys doing? And basically what they have is the ability to interact with different assistants via their app, okay? So that's basically it in a nutshell, is all of these different assistant models. So I got thinking, what would happen if we were to take Character AI and combine it with Agent X? Well, this is what we get if we combine Agent X version 1 with Character AI. It's basically a chatbot where you type in to the chatbot what you want the agent to do, and the agent then goes ahead and accomplishes all of those tasks. Now, I'm just going to leave these on the screen. You can have a quick scan and try and understand what the heck's going on. But essentially what we've built is a money-making ChatGPT, okay, where you just type in exactly what you want the AI to do, and the AI will then have a conversation with you, allow you to liaise with all of the different assistants, of which there are 10, and collectively these assistants will combine to do the thing that you want and make you the money that you need. Now, like I say, to build this, we had to first collect everything up. We had to go out and crawl the web and see which websites, niches, traffic, which traffic sources, which people, which keywords, basically what was making money online. And we had to do that on day zero and build out the technology to do that. But then, very importantly, we had to make it so that that would refresh every single day and all of these agents would stay updated, because we basically had to teach the agents not just what makes money today, but also retrain them every single day. And you can think of this as a money-making university for AI agents, okay? But as crazy as this is, please keep watching, because our money-making auto-updating ChatGPT is not even the main event. So, who wants to see the money-making ChatGPT? Yeah, everyone's going absolutely nuts. How does it work? I need to see this. Yeah, no, it's pretty insane, to be completely honest. Show it me now. Please take my money. Yeah, well, in a second, but first we need to actually demonstrate this, okay? But before we do that, can we just casually reimagine all of the core tech? So all of the tech that we use, Google, YouTube, the web browser, let's just casually reimagine it before we even get to the money, okay? So let me start by showing you the Oracle. Now, the way that we used to browse the web and the way that most of us still search the web is we go to Google, we search for something, Google gives us a load of results, which increasingly are, pretty low quality if we're all being honest about it. We then choose the links that we want, and we then, after like 10 minutes of browsing around, we finally get the answer that we need. But let me show you how it works with Agenttext version 1. So just to give you a story, a few weeks ago, there was the Sunday Times Rich List, which comes out here in the UK every year. They do this kind of, paper, this pull-out that tells you who the richest people in the UK are. And I get the paper delivered every week, but this week I completely forgot about it. I gave it to someone else and never actually read it, but I was curious, who is the richest on the Sunday Times Rich List? So normally I would go and I would search for it, a load of results would come up, and I'd spend 2 or 3 minutes clicking around. Very, very laborious. But now with this assistant that's built into Agenttext, we can ask the question, it will give you your answer immediately, and it will also give you 8 citation links which you can go and visit and view if you so choose, but you don't need to do so because you've already got the answer there. But here's the crazy bit, if you actually click on one of these links, it will then give you a summary of the web page, and you'll notice as well that we also have this copy to clipboard button. Now if we click on that, it's actually going to feed the AI with that information. So actually building up a clipboard, and of course we can go and visit all these different websites and then use that clipboard to launch into different tasks, and the agent will use that as its clipboard to then create our tasks. We also have a support and mentor assistant that you can ask any technical question to relating to either Agenttext support or to any kind of internet marketing question you might have. Now, I have and continue to do support for Agenttext, and I love doing that. I love interacting with customers, but obviously I'm only able to do that every kind of 1 or 2 days. What this will do is it will basically give me the ability to talk directly to you 24/7 by putting everything that I know into this chatbot assistant. We have a ClickBank assistant that will show you, for example, the top 50 ClickBank products. You can just ask it to display the top products, then choose the product that you want, and it will give you the full breakdown of all the information about that product, and you can use that as a springboard to create additional tasks. You can search for different keywords and find what ClickBanker products relate to dieting or woodwork or money making, whatever it is you want. And that is one of the most powerful agents that we have. But it's just scratching the surface. We also have a web search assistant built in. So again, previously you would go to Google and you would search for keywords. It would give you a load of results. You would have to dig around and get the information you want. Now you can instruct the agent to run the search. It will pull up the current top listings on Google. You click on the one that you want. It will then crawl the website, summarize the website, and again, it will add that information to a clipboard, which looks something like this. You can continue adding pages to this, continue adding sites to the clipboard, and then when it gets too big and there's too much information, you just click on compress, and it will compress all of the information down from those web pages into a single 4,000 character summary. There's also a news agent as well, okay? So the way that this one works is you just ask for news about a particular topic, and it will then pull in the top 2 news stories from all the different sources. Again, it will give you a 1 or 2 sentence summary of the news story, and it will also give you links which you can then go and visit or again summarize using another agent. But who wants to see my own favorite browsing assistant? Well, let's imagine YouTube. Let's reimagine YouTube, okay? And again, here we are going to enter a keyword for the agent to search. We're going to say search YouTube for the keyword ClickFunnels review. It's then going to pull in 8 different links that we can then go and look at. And you'll notice if you look at the watch time here, it pulls in the watch time as well, these videos. 30 minutes, 8 minutes, 3, 12, 11, 23. You know, this is like an hour that it would take us to watch all these videos. But if we just click on one of these videos, it's going to pull in the entire transcription for the video. And then this is the really cool part. Watch this. So we click on one of these videos, let's say this one here that's 12 minutes. We then copy it to the clipboard. Then we click on compress, and you can see it starts off at around 15,000 characters. We click on compress, and it's now going to pull that down to a 2,000 character summary of this video, and the whole thing takes us just a few seconds. We don't need to spend 12 minutes watching this video. We don't need to spend an hour watching all these videos. We can get all the information here from all these videos on any given topic, compress it down, and then pass that to the AI agents, which I'll discuss in a second, to now go and run any of the Agent X tasks, okay? We also have a product launch agent, which is specifically kept up to date on all of the product launches that are happening on Warrior Plus and JVZoo, on ClickBank. We just give it a prompt like this, ask it to pull in all the launches relating to AI, for example, and it's then going to pull in all of the current launches that are happening at the moment. We can then just go and ask it to, write an affiliate promo or do a bonus page or do a video or whatever it is we want for any of these different agents. We also have a niche assistant as well, which is preloaded with over 1,000 of the most profitable niches over on the internet. And by the way that we pulled this together, the way that we got these niches was by going to Warrior Plus and ClickBank and JVZoo and Udemy and Fiverr and Upwork and all these different sites, seeing what niches they use to categorize the people who are making money on their sites. And then we use that as a starting point to build a list of all these different niches. And then I also, of course, have got massive experience with marketing sites myself. But basically, these niches are taken from Amazon and Alibaba and Udemy and ClickBank and Warrior Plus and all these sites. These are the niches that are making money right now, okay? And what's cool about this is that in case you're looking at the niches and thinking, well, yeah, these all make money, but how do I go in and start attacking them? There is now a new Agent X task, which will allow you to instantly create a website in just a few seconds. And we'll come back to this in a second. And there's also a keyword and traffic assistant, so that with this one, you can just go in and ask it to start to research keywords, and it will go and find the most profitable, easy to rank and easy to target keywords for both SEO and PPC. And there's 7 different keyword searches you can run here, interact with the assistant. And then of course you can go and use the data that you just built up around the current YouTube videos and websites. For that, you can build up that clipboard and instantly write an article of your own using what's currently ranking. There is nothing like this on planet Earth, okay? And then lastly, we have my personal favorite, the high ticket affiliate AI, which is preloaded with over 3,000 profitable high-ticket affiliate programs that no one else knows about. It's got a breakdown, it's got the different keywords, and of course you can go and join the affiliate program for these and then do a review and target the same keywords. But what you can also do is actually target these keywords, but instead of promoting that offer, you can go and promote another offer and kind of do almost like a bait and switch as well, okay? And there's, this is one of my most successful methods that I'm currently using. There's training for this inside of the members area, inside of Agent X members area. A lot of the proof that I've shown you so far comes from this method, which is why I absolutely love this particular assistant. And by the way, because this is a chat interface, even though you can kind of switch between these different assistants, the actual core chat model, the language model that sits in between all of this, has full memory of the entire chat. And so you can kind of chain all of these different assistants together. You can start by searching Google or YouTube for a particular product or topic or news. You can add a handful of different websites or videos to the clipboard. You can then run different Agent X tasks to target those different niches and make money. And you can then, of course, distribute and share that to your website or to YouTube or whatever. So it's a very, very powerful system involving all of these different models within a single chat interface. And by the way, there are 10 different assistants inside of Agent X version 2, and we are just going to be adding more and more as we go along. But one thing that I've kind of skipped over here, guys, is the Instant AI website. Now, previously, the way you would build a website was either do it yourself, which was very laborious, or you would hire someone to do it, which was very, very expensive. But what we're now giving you is these AI-powered websites, and if you join today, you're going to get one done for you website, which includes the domain and hosting. We'll go and set that up for you. All you need to do is to give us the domain and the niche, and we will do everything else. Plus, you will get the ability to launch unlimited do-it-yourself websites, which only takes around 5 or 6 minutes because we have a speed installer which basically automates the process and makes it insanely, insanely quick. Okay, and these are highly professional websites that you're going to get. Super duper professional, which it took me around 3 months to actually build this and then another 2 months to test it and to build out the task that actually automates this using Agent X, but you're going to get all of this included, okay? Now, one complaint that we did get with version 1 of Agent X is that the agent just kind of generates these videos and these web pages and these assets, and it does it in seconds, which is amazing. There's no human input needed, which is amazing, but at the same time, people did want to make changes and make edits, and that's kind of not what the agent is there for. And so what we've now introduced is the ability via Agent X's sister site Remixable, the ability to do one-click video editing of any video that you create with Agent X, and the ability to do one-click website editing of any page that you make with Agent X. Both of these are included with Agent X, but we're only doing this for this webinar. Very shortly, this is going to be a separate upsell. But for now, if you join, you'll not just get Agent X and the website, you'll also get the ability to do these one-click edits. So just to recap, you will get version 1 of Agent X with over 50 tasks included. You will also get all of the new 2024 tasks, which I've not even really talked about here, but they are just the click of a button away, and you'll get all of this included as soon as you join. So to get instant access to Agent X, simply go to getagentx.com and join for access to absolutely everything that we've talked about here. Now, by the way, the website that we've talked about, we've just kind of breezed through, but this is an insanely advanced piece of technology, okay, this website builder. Some of the things it does, by the way, is it's not just about the website. We're also rolling out website-specific tasks for this. It comes included by default with articles. You can import not just the site, but the theme design, images, posts, icons, affiliate reviews. All of those automatically import when you build your site. It's got the ability to have a built-in sales page, okay? So this is really, really powerful, because what we want is not just a site that's, a beautiful WordPress site. We want a site that's going to make money. And what we can do here is create a sales page with Agent X and then import it into our website and have the blog that gets traffic, have all the other aspects of the site that, make the site compliant. But we can also have that aggressive sales page selling a digital product that we've created, by the way, with Agent X as well, because Agent X can create software and Chrome extensions and do all these other digital products that we can sell. We also have a built-in GPT viral chatbot, which actually allows you to have a AI-powered assistant within your website, okay? And this is great for getting traffic. It's great for making your site look super duper professional. And it's, while it's free for anyone to use, it's powered by GPT 3.5, which is ultra cheap. So you can have I think I did the maths on this, and you could have like 100,000 interactions with your viral chatbot in a given month, and it's going to cost you less than $10, okay? So it's super duper cheap. And we also have a huge 30-page PDF which explains how you can edit your site. There's another, I think, 30 or 40-page PDF on how to do the site install. There are 6 different page types you can mix and match. You could have like your entire navbar could be reviews, or it could be videos, it could be these GPT bots, it could be sales pages, it could be blogs. There's just a whole mix and match combination you can do. And then in terms of installing and setting up your site, we have a speed installer which is recommended for advanced users. That's going to take you around 6 minutes to set the site up. But we also have 2 very detailed videos, PDFs. It's just a whole range of things to help everyone from, someone who's never installed a website all the way through to ultra advanced WordPress installers, to help you install basically. So just to recap, if you join today, you will get one done for you website, which we will set up for you. We will eat the domain costs. We will eat the hosting costs. We will set the whole thing up for you for free. And beyond that, you can then launch unlimited do-it-yourself sites for any niche, which we highly recommend. You don't just have one site. We recommend you have lots and lots of sites. You can have as many of those as you want. We will give you the WordPress theme. We will, of course, give you the task, the Agentx task built into Agentx to go and create all these different websites across all these different niches. We'll give you that task within Agentx, and it only takes just a few minutes to set these sites up. So you can target all these different niches, okay? But that is very limited. We're only doing this for the month of June. After this is going to be a separate upsell, okay? You won't be able to get this within the core Agentx package. This is going to be a separate upsell, so you will want to jump on this right away. But now it's time for the big reveal. This is voice assistance, okay? And this is one that we are going to be continuing to extend. It's just gone live. It's going live initially with iOS, so you will need either an iPhone or an iPad to use this. We are going to have Android going live as well. We'll explain exactly when that's going to go live in just a second. But let me actually just demonstrate exactly how this works. So here is a live demo of some of the AI voice assistants. This really does need to be seen to be believed.
What high-ticket offers do you want to know about?
Well, I want something that's at least $1,000 or at least $900 so that I can make at least $500 commissions. And I want something ideally to do with my interest. I'm actually into web design and WordPress. So is there anything priced over $900 that relates to websites or WordPress?
One high-ticket affiliate program related to web design and WordPress that you might be interested in is the Web Agency Blueprint course by Dean White. This course could potentially offer commissions of at least $500 and is priced over $900.
Okay. Have you got any keywords, any seed keywords that relate to that?
The related keywords for high-ticket affiliate programs in the web design and WordPress niche include Web Agency Blueprint and Dean White.
What niches shall we research?
Have you got any niches relating to AI or ChatGPT or prompts or anything like that?
Based on your query, here are some related niches that you may find interesting. 1. Chatbot development. This niche involves creating and developing AI-powered chatbots for various purposes, such as customer service.
That one actually sounds pretty good. Have you got any seed keywords for that or any keywords that relate to it?
Certainly. Here are some seed keywords related to chatbot development. 1. Chatbot programming. 2. Chatbot design. 3. Conversational AI. 4. Natural language processing. 5. Virtual assistant development.
Yeah, those sound good. Sorry, I cut you off there. Can you give me the rest of the niches, please?
Certainly. Here are some more related niches to chatbot development that you may find interesting. 1. Conversational design. 2. AI chatbot platforms. 3. Chatbot marketing. 4. Chatbot analytics.
Yeah, can you tell me about the chatbot analytics niche, please? Give me the seed keywords for that niche.
The niche related to chatbot analytics can be summarized with the keywords conversational AI and data analysis. Chatbot analytics is a niche that involves analyzing data and metrics related to the performance and interactions of chatbots. This niche focuses on gathering insights from user conversations, monitoring chatbot effectiveness, and improving user experience.
So is this like a B2B niche or B2C then?
The niche of chatbot analytics is closely related to both business-to-business, B2B, and business-to-consumer, B2C niches. In a B2B context, companies may use chatbot analytics to improve.
Are there any like companies or products that relate to this niche that you could give me that I could check out, like maybe competitors?
Some companies that provide chatbot analytics solutions and could be considered competitors in this niche are Dashbot, Bot Analytics, and Chatbase. These companies offer tools and services to track and analyze chatbot interactions, improve performance, and enhance user experience.
So guys, these voice assistants which are live at the moment, these are slightly different to the ones that you'll find on the web. The ones that you'll find on the web have access to the full database, whereas the idea with the mobile ones is rather than having the full database, they're only going to be updated with the latest niches, the latest affiliate programs, okay? So if you kind of want to quickly catch up on what's working at the moment, what's just come out, what new products are out, what new niches, new trends, then you can just head over to the mobile app and have a quick chat with that assistant and see what's going on, okay? So these ones update every single week. You can kind of think of it as like a money-making menu that changes every time the internet does. And you can see again, we are constantly running these crawls with the latest, to get the latest information about the affiliate programs, the niches, the opportunities, the different trends, the different affiliate programs and traffic sources and keywords and niches that are making money right now. That is what is going into these assistants, okay? Now, they are, of course, built for mobile use, so the idea is that you have the main AgentX system, version 1 and version 2, the task system and the chat interface, which are accessible via the browser. You can, of course, still use those, by the way, on mobile. They are mobile optimized. You can use those in your browser on iOS or Android. But the idea with the voice assistants, which are initially just iOS only, is that those are for kind of quick tasks and quick updates while you're on the move. So here's how to get instant access to AgentX with everything that we've talked about. Simply go to getagentx.com and get instant access to absolutely everything we've talked about here, from version 2 to version 1 to the Done For You website to all the add-ons, all the features. Absolutely everything we've talked about is absolutely insane, guys. Oh, and one final thing as well. If you remember, we talked about this $50 million agent startup that was kind of slightly different because it was a hardware. It's a piece of hardware. Well, get this, guys. I'm currently in talks to build our own custom AI hardware that will connect to the voice assistants and basically let you speak to them without needing a phone, okay? So I just wanted to kind of throw that in there, that I'm currently speaking to some manufacturers about building this out. This is probably going to be coming live fairly soon. It's pretty early in the talks, but you know, this is the level of how far ahead the game we are, not just the big tech companies, but even other startups. It's absolutely insane. But let's not get too carried away. Remember, this is all about the money. And as you can see, these agents, these new agents that you can get access to today, are making absolutely insane money right now, okay? Also, just want to briefly touch on some of the things that we have lined up for the next few months. We, of course, have more tasks being added to the core AgentX app. And, you know, we've got some insane things that we're doing all the time with the iOS app and with the websites and, you know, all of these other technologies that we're pushing forward. But at the same time, let's not forget that this is a tool to make money. And the way that we do that is by basically automating all of the different things that we do as marketers to make money. And so the lineup in terms of additional tasks that are coming live are just going to be insane. And the plan for the end of the year is to push this well over 100. And we have some additional features that we're going to be rolling out on the back end to actually allow us to do that. But that's just the beginning, because as well as that, we have 10 specific new tasks that we're going to be rolling out just for the websites. And so, of course, you can use various tasks with Agentext to create content for your sites. You can, of course, use the task to actually build your sites, but we're also going to be adding some specific tasks to create different types of posts, to get different types of traffic, specifically with your Done For You website. And we're also going to be updating the iOS app. And so the iOS app, it only went live in June, but already in July, we're pushing some massive features to the iPhone app. And following on from that, we also have the Android app coming soon. Now, the Android app was supposed to actually drop originally at the start of July, but the reason it's been delayed is because I wanted to update the iPhone app, the iPad app, the iOS app, and basically get that ready before I can then give it to the Android developer and tell them to basically replicate what we have. And so that's the reason for the delay. That's why we did it this way. And then, of course, we also have many other features that are going to be dropping to the assistants, to the agents, to the voice agents, to Agentext itself, to the website. There's just tons and tons of things that we're going to be rolling out. We've continued to update Agentext since it went live last November. Every single week there is a new update, and that is just going to continue to gather pace as we go through the year. But the flip side of this is that all of this comes at a price, which is this is a limited offer, okay? So if you're watching this webinar, you can get everything that we've talked about. You're going to get lifetime access to everything, but that will not be around forever, okay? So the thing to bear in mind with this is we are going to be increasing the prices, and we are also going to be stripping out some of these features, specifically the remixable editing features and the Done For You website are going to be separate upsells. Now, obviously, if you join today, then you will get access to both of those included along with all these other features. But as we go through the year, we are going to start pulling out some of these core components that I've just mentioned and introducing them as separate upsells, which I think is reasonable. Some of these aspects, for example, the website is easily worth over $1,000 on its own. So the fact that we're including it with the core Agentext offer is pretty insane. But that is something to bear in mind if you are kind of on the fence about this, okay? But just be aware that if you do become a founder member, then you will get access to all of this and all future upgrades. But if you miss out on this today, then not only will you have to pay more, but you won't get access to the website and the remixable edit features. So really now is the best time for you to join, okay? So to lock into absolutely everything that we've talked about here, to get instant access to the full stack Frontier membership, go to getagentext.com and you will get instant access to absolutely everything we've talked about 100% risk-free. This is your chance to execute. If you felt like there's something missing when it comes to your money-making journey, then that's because there is, and that thing is your ability to execute. You don't need people or software anymore. This is the third way that doesn't require any staff. It doesn't need any software. You can just go in and get started. It's going to future-proof your income today and every day of 2024, okay? You're basically going to get access to all of my money-making agents in one. So simply go to getagentext.com and you will get instant access. You'll get version 1 of Agentext. That's basically the task launch. We can launch 50 tasks. There's 500 preloaded templates. The server itself has access to over $30,000 of software that the agents can directly access. There's affiliate and traffic case studies that everything that I've shown you today, all the proof. There are case studies and training on how I was able to make that money with the agents. You're going to get the version 2 chat assistants, the iOS app with voice agents, which is currently live, and there's many more features planned for 2024 and 2025. So it's absolutely insane. If you go to getagentext.com, by agentext.com, then you will get instant access today. But let's do a quick FAQ. So how long does it take to get set up? It literally takes a few seconds. You join today and you will get your account set up instantly, and you'll get an email saying you're welcome to Agentext. It'll have a username, a login. You can use that to log into both the iOS app and also the web app. The web app has access to both version 1 and version 2. The way you switch between them is simply clicking on the logo in the top left hand side. Now, when we introduce version 3 next month, then that will have an additional section that will pull out and will let you switch between those three different versions more easily. But right now, you literally just click on the logo in the top left to switch between version 1 and version 2. But, setup is instantaneous, basically. Do I need anything else? No, you do not need anything else to profit with Agent X. Everything you need to make money is included. Are there any upsells? Well, as I mentioned, there are currently no upsells, but from next month onwards, we will remove the editing features and we will remove the website features, and those will be separate products to buy as upsells, okay? What happens in 2025? Well, we're going to continue developing this, not just through this year, but through next year and every year beyond that. 2026, 27, this is all I'm doing is AI agents. I have no other things that I'm doing. All I'm doing is this, okay? Do I need to install anything? No, there are no additional installations. There are no desktop-based things to install other than the app itself, which is easy to install. The only thing you need to do is to access Agent X from within your browser. Who hosts the pages and the videos, etc.? Well, we are able to host your site for you. You do get that one done for your website, which we can host for you. But at the same time, some people do want to do their own hosting. That's absolutely fine. You can host your own sites. You can register your own domains. We do not care. But of course, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, we can set everything up for you. But once you've done that first install, from that point on, you will be able to host everything on your own domain, on your own server. Any videos you create, anything else you create, you can upload to YouTube or to other platforms. You can basically do that yourself. Agent X is completely different to anything. So when people ask me, how is it different to XYZ? This is like nothing else out there, okay? How do I get paid? So it's specifically in terms of the affiliate programs that I showed you earlier. I will do a breakdown in the members area of the exact affiliate programs and affiliate networks that I recommend that you join, specifically to target the opportunities that are included and that are targeted within the version 2 chat interfaces. Of course, we are going to make money with ClickBank and Warrior Plus and JVZoo, but because this new version 2 is focused on new opportunities, you're also going to need to create some new affiliate accounts, and I will show you how to do that within the version 2 members area. Will this work in my country? Almost certainly. It's very, very rare for this not to work in your country. The only exceptions that I've come across are Russia and China. Generally, if you are unable to create an account with, PayPal or with ClickBank or with OpenAI, with any of these other platforms, you're going to find it difficult to create an account with us. But for 99.9% of people, that isn't going to be an issue. You're going to be able to use all the tech and make money doing exactly what we're doing. What features are coming next? Well, we have talked about this in some detail, but there is a lot of stuff coming. Remember the people who joined in November, I told them that we were going to be rolling out version 2. I told them we're going to be upgrading the AI. Those guys who joined then have got access not just to Agent X since then, but they're also getting the new features. And if you join today, you'll get not just the stuff we've talked about today, but all the stuff coming in the future as well. Is this like other AIs or agents? This is like nothing else on planet Earth, I can absolutely assure you. And can I use this for any niche or business? Well, as I've just shown you, really version 1 was focused on internet marketing specifically, although it did also work with other digital niches too. But this upgrade, this version 2 upgrade, means that we can now target basically any niche. In particular though, I do recommend you start off with the 1500 niches that are built into the niche assistant. This all looks absolutely insane. Is there an affiliate program? So there is an affiliate program for Agent X, but right now we are in stealth. We don't have an active affiliate program. At some point we're going to put the prices up. Like I say, we'll be removing some of these version 2 features and putting them as separate upsells next month. And then the month after that, we will probably increase the prices, and then at that point we're going to open up an affiliate program, so you, the existing members, will be the first ones to get access to that. But right now, while we're in stealth, it's not something that we actively promote other than these webinars, okay? I'm in What Do I Do First? Well, give yourself a pat on the back first. That's the first thing. But what I would do next is, you will have received an email with your login. Log into Agent X. You will have received a second email with a link to the members area. Go to that link, go to the members area, check out the quick start guide. There'll be a video there that just very brief video that orientates you and explains how to get set up. Follow that, get started, and start using Agent X. and start automating everything. Like, congratulations. I'm so happy that you're in. You've made such a good decision, and I look forward to speaking to you. If you've got any questions, hit me up on support. You can see my support email on the screen. But otherwise, welcome, congratulations, and welcome to the future.
Wow. Okay. All right. So firstly, Chris, thanks again for the incredible session, man. I know from our conversations that you spend all of your time working on this agent and these agents. You're tweaking the AIs, you're adding new tasks that the agent can do. In fact, funny story, just this week, actually, I met Chris for lunch, and he's now in talks with these Chinese manufacturers about building a portable AI hardware device, a pin as he calls it, an AI pin that lets him summon his AI agents without even needing a phone. So he's describing in detail to guys in Shanghai or whatever how it's all going to work. Now, it's funny, this is going to take hours and hours, weeks and weeks, but Chris has all the time in the world because all the marketing stuff is being handled by his AI agents. And I'm just telling you this because I can see a lot of you guys have joined, and this is the type of stuff that you can look forward to. So you've already seen the lineup, another 50 tasks coming to the agent, more assistants for the chat interface, a souped-up voice assistant for Android and iPhone, and a portable AI pin. And the crazy thing is, this is well before any of the big bag tech fat cats, get it to us, essentially. So the good news for everyone joining this, and I'm just trying to read the chat and keep up with what's going on here so I can see a couple more people jumped in, which is awesome. So the good thing is, this is Chris's only project that he's working on. He's got lots planned for the second half of 2024, but he's doing it all via the agent. Chris is only making money by proxy from now on, essentially. He doesn't market things, he teaches the agents how to market things. The feature lineup for July and August is just off the charts. You've seen what Chris has dropping in just the next few weeks, but the flip side is, right now in July 2024, this is a very rare opportunity. Most definitely your last chance for all of these bonuses, like the website, the editing add-ons, those are going to go away, okay? It's crazy. These are $1,000 offers on their own, but you get all of this now. But this ends when this offer does. So when this presentation ends, this is basically it. You can't find this on any other website. Chris will formally open this later in the year. I can guarantee that when he does, this is going to be mega. But it is going to be there at a higher price. And based on how bullish Chris is, I'm talking a much, much, much higher price. After all, you've seen that this thing automates over 50 tasks. In fact, I think it was actually 53 and counting as of July 2024, and it makes money. It does all these big marketing tasks in 3 seconds. It's like the missing piece of the puzzle. Essentially, this is what it comes down to, guys. All of the big tech companies are pivoting to agents, but none of them are out yet. And even when they drop, no one is building agents focused on us guys, marketers, people who want to make money, except Chris, because this is what Chris does. This is what he's done. He's essentially took the AI, he's tamed it to make money with it, and then he's giving you the whole AI fully done for you and automating the most profitable internet business on the planet. And it really is cutting edge. So if you haven't jumped on this already, now is the time to do so. You've got a few minutes before this deal closes. The bonuses that you see on the screen are going to disappear. This is, the final call right now in the summer of 2024. And also, look, the money back guarantee means that this is 100% risk-free. And the value on offer here, in my opinion, it's no-brainer. Like a complete no-brainer. This is something that I'm going to be investing time in myself, seeing how we can make use of this technology. All right, I'm just catching up with what is going on over here, so I can see more people jumping on this right now. Congratulations. Welcome, guys. All right. I'm sure Chris is getting you set up right now. Because that's how it is. I mean, you can literally get in there right now, plan out new campaigns, your next phase of growth, your agents, building websites, launching campaigns, making YouTube videos, getting free traffic. Your agents can be devising paid media campaigns, breaking into new niches, automating things, outsourcing everything to the AI. You can be deploying the money-making marketing bot army, essentially a full year early. Yeah, I'm so happy you made it in, man. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who joined. You're in great hands. Chris is one of the most successful vendors and affiliates of all time on ClickBank. In just the time I've known him, he's made millions of dollars. He's been playing with AI since 2018. For all of 2023 and 2024, he's done nothing but generative AI. He's averaged over $60,000 each month. He had his best months in May and June of this year. But he's already kind of retired months ago. And so the AI agents today are essentially doing all of his work. It's absolutely crazy. And Chris is so far ahead of the curve here that back in November of last year, he was telling me that agents were the future. Then in May and June, Apple, Microsoft, OpenAI, Google all announced their agents. People were blown away. The tech press went crazy, but little did they know that there was something more powerful already being used right now to make profits in secret, already out there in the wild. And it's crazy to think that an AI agent can retire one of my oldest friends and let him make even more money by commanding the bots from his iPhone speaker. So guys, make a decision, because this is still so new and secretive. The summer of 2024 is perhaps your last chance to become an AI moneymaker. It's certainly the last time that Chris will be offering this particular deal, which is only here right now in July because of our special relationship, the respect that he has for me, the respect that he has for you guys as my customers, and our universal belief in the power of AI to transform all of our lives. This is special, and my advice is to lock in this limited AI opportunity while you still can. All right, so I believe that Chris is going to start locking this down. Again, dude, thanks for putting this together. A huge thanks for showing us all the AI stuff, introducing us to the world of agents, how it all works, how we can make money with it, and of course, thanks for building this insane agent suite and the bonus package as well, by the way, for my members. So, final words before this go offline. Again, thanks everyone for attending. I really don't do these type of things, as you guys know. I do believe it was well worth showing you guys what Chris had put together here today. And again, Chris, I really do appreciate your time, man. Huge congratulations to everyone that took action. If you're still on the fence, please do seriously consider this if you can. This is the only time that Chris is offering this deal. It's gone after this, and then later in July and in August, of course, you will still want to profit, to scale your business, to automate all the things that we do day in, day out. You'll still need agents to do all the work for you, but the opportunity it won't be there. So, this really is your final chance, guys. I just got word that we are closing up the webinar right here, so I'm going to jump offline myself. It's getting a little bit later here in the UK. I'm just making sure I've not missed anything here. Sweet. So on behalf of myself and Chris, and on behalf of all the AI agents who are likely watching this call, thank you very much, and see you guys soon.